I never know what to believe when people say things are over.
Legacy. You build something worth having. Someone's gonna try and take it.
Is this really the end?
Oh, it's the end of Yellowstone,
Yep.
as you know it, yeah.
Yeah, it has to end though. All good things have to end. And it doesn't mean to say there isn't going to be new stories to tell. We're not, there's nothing, no decisions have been made on that. It has to be because creatively it's been inspired, right? It's not just because we just want something to continue. It has to be right. So, but what we've worked so hard on is delivering this last season.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about the fans, the audience getting to see the story that we've known how it was ending for many, many years. So we got to actually do that this season rather than it being drawn out.
Yeah.
We've got to return to the original ending that was always written.
I know what to do. Believe in me.
I've always believed in you.
Are you satisfied with how it wraps up?
Very.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine it any other way after having read it. And we're the whole time going like, how is this going to end? And Taylor knew the whole time but wouldn't tell me. And even though I begged him to, he was worried that I might play something differently if I knew. But it was totally worth it. It's worth the wait. No one's going to feel like their time was wasted.
So I had talked to Taylor about the way it ended, because I wanted to know. and then when I got the scripts, I devoured them in one sitting. He's such an incredible writer. I was so excited to see how it was really going to come to life. And it's, we're also like fans first. I think we just love the story. So it's a perfect ending.
I never know what to believe when people say things are over. I'm shocked I made it this far. I've been sort of waiting for the ball to drop since season 2 or 3. I just thought like any moment Jamie's gone. He's the first on the chopping block. And so, it's been a surprise to even make it this far.
You destroy me, you destroy yourself.
Unlike you, I keep my promises.
We're in this show full of secrets, and it's like, I wouldn't say whether or not it actually is my last day, but for my last day of the season, it was, it's always sad to say goodbye because we have a great crew who I love so much. They work so hard, this crew, through a lot of tough elements and through tough things, and they really make this show, what we love and what we're seeing is from this hard work from this crew. So it's always hard to say bye to them.
We've been, this wasn't our first 2-year break. We've done this before. We had a COVID season and the strike season, and people don't realize, but I know we're on 5B, but we've been filming this for 7 years. And it feels like every year there's been some crazy new challenge.
Yeah.
Not unlike this year, there was a big new challenge. But, challenge accepted. I think this season is absolutely incredible and couldn't have been better any other way.
Repeat after me. I, Beth Dutton.
Yes, I do.
No, not yet.
Rip and Beth have become America's couple. In the beginning when it exploded, what was that like for you guys? And do you ever kind of get used to that?
When we shoot in Montana, we shot in Utah, and now Texas is a little bit. So, those states, obviously it was not as surprising, but you could always go and hide in New York or Los Angeles. But now that's changed. And even Europe, so I went to Europe, I was telling Kelly, to Italy. And I mean, there were people literally chasing us down the street. So, screaming rip. So, it's wild to
Out
see,
there.
Yeah.
Do people expect you to be like having a toothpick in your mouth and
Actually, I do. Actually, I don't dip or smoke anymore, so that's the toothpick is for that reason.
Some of the one-lines from Beth are just amazing.
I hope you find a therapist who can help you.
I hope you die of cancer.
That when I read that, it was how am I going to deliver this with a straight face? It was brilliant. I agree. And awful. I mean, the most awful thing you could say to a woman. And she says it just with total unabashed. And that's the joy of Beth. I mean, she says all the things that you wish you'd said, but you wouldn't because you really hurt someone. You wouldn't do that, or that you didn't think of until after. She says it right there and then. And that's the joy of Taylor, that he gives me that. I will tell you my favorite line of Beth's. There's a lot of them, but I like when she said, to her father, it's only the people I love that die. And if a meteor hit this place tomorrow, it would be me and the, the cockroaches running this place. And I like the idea that she's aware that she has this life force in her, that there is no getting rid of her, that she will survive at all costs.
The one she says to me, I can't say on camera. I don't even know if I've got the line right. It's probably something like suck my whatever. Yeah. So yeah.
All I do every day is fight for this family. What have you ever done?
Oh, you're a fighter, Jamie. You just don't win them.
We have a great respect and trust in each other, and the longer we've done it, the further we've been able to go because of all that trust. But we didn't know how far this was going to go from the beginning. We started with fight scenes, punching each other and stuff, and thought, well, maybe it'll go, like maybe they'll end up in therapy or something. But that's not the direction we went, and it's been it's a challenge. I have a double challenge. I have an emotional challenge because I'm going to be the one who's taking the beating, so I'm dreading it. But on the other is I do love these scenes because I know the fans love them, and a lot comes out in them. And like I said, working with Kelly's great.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I'm a protector of my life.
If Taylor were to come to you tomorrow, call you up and be like, hey, I need y'all for a sequel, would you do it? And what would their legacy look like?
I mean, I would leave that to Taylor. I would never try to tell anybody how to, write, especially Taylor Sheridan. So whatever it is, it will be, in my opinion, it'll be special.
Yes, I think if it was Taylor writing it, I think we would all agree that we would do it. If it's, a bunch of other people writing it, it feels like, kind of sacrilege. These are his characters that he came up with, and I just don't see it being good any other way. It's a world that he created. So yes, for Taylor, absolutely. And then as far as the legacy or what that show looks like, I don't want to see them sad anymore. You know what I mean? I just let them be happy, and that's not a show.
I know that might be.
You can't just watch people be happy for episode after episode. So I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Do you guys have fun this season?
There are a few smiles.
We had smiles.
Yeah.
We
normally don't smile in this show.
Yeah,
so
I know. It almost felt weird to smile.
It was like we were on a sitcom for a second.
Yeah.
What I'm doing isn't for the ranch, it's for us.
In real life, you had a baby boy. Congratulations. Going into this final season, did you play your character a little differently, knowing, whoa, this is a different feeling now. This is real too.
I feel like, nothing can prepare you for the real thing. As much as I tried to be like, okay, I'm playing a guy with a kid. What's that? Asking all my, friends that were fathers and stuff. And, just all I needed to do was fake it good enough that it looked like maybe I had a kid. But no, nothing prepares you for when that happens. It's the most magical, world-bending experience, and also there's no manual, especially not in a script.
So we getting in this fight? We can figure out who to fight and how to fight them.
Did you get to take anything from the set?
Janetta, the costume designer, was kind enough to give me my jacket and my hat.
You did?
Yeah, so I begged her for those, and so she brought them over one day and dropped them off. So yeah, I think I might frame the jacket and put it in my office. It's been such a life-changing piece of clothing for me.
I usually do, but I didn't. I don't want anything from Jamie. I want him out of my life eventually, so I'm not taking anything home now. Maybe I'll regret that later, but at the moment, I think it's probably a good idea.
I can't do this anymore.
Well, you're gonna have to, honey. Or we're gonna lose this place. This is the hill we die on.
What will you miss most?
I love working with Cole.
Yeah, that's say.
I love when we have a scene together. I know I'm in a game with someone who's at the top of their game, and I feel very excited to kind of what are we going to do? What are we going to create today? I've never been bored on this show, and I could never imagine that I would be playing same character for 7 years and not be over it by year 3. I don't ever feel that. It's such a gift.
Yeah, it's a great challenge, this role.
Yeah.
It's not one that you just can walk on set. I mean, there's preparation physically, there's preparation mentally, and it's the greatest office I've ever worked in.
You destroy me, you destroy yourself.
I took all the risk
And I took it for you.
This war is just beginning.
The only thing left to do is to kill as much as you can before they kill you.